I'm Warren and you are watching Disney Channel.
It was the spring of 2020. I was 18. I was bored. I was stressed. I was unemployed. I know. I'm going to make a silly Instagram page about that exercise ball over there. Church of the Green Ball. Come one, come all. Brand new religion. We'll do some bits. We'll have some laughs. 80 followers and I think this ball needs an arch nemesis. And so on April 4th, I create a rival page called All Hail the Mat. Yoga mat, exercise equipment theme, sure. He's purple and he's going to conquer the United States of America. I originally want to build these two pages up separately and then make the fan bases fight, but the Mat page just immediately surpasses the Green Ball page. So the villain is cemented as the main character and I kind of just have to roll with it. The Mat starts conquering states, starting with Ohio because that's where I live. I put polls on my story and my 200-ish followers vote on which state to conquer next. I have this map I continuously edit to show the state of the war. But of course, America does not submit to the Mat without a fight. A series of hard-fought battles ravage the crumbling geopolity of the United States. Territorial warlords rise amidst the chaos. Mat can't win alone, and thus the original Green Ball is brought back into the story, not as an enemy, but as Mat's peace-loving best friend. In addition to the Green Ball, the account's followers also play a major role in the conquest. Sometimes individual followers become major players in the story, such is the case with Minecraft Melon. For being extremely active in the comments section and just overall iconic, Melon becomes a core supporting character, leading numerous tactical operations. United as one, the Mat army crushes the remaining warlords. America now belongs to the Mat Empire, except for one state. Alabama has seemingly vanished. At this critical juncture, I must address the community I had unwittingly stumbled into. Surreal memers. You see, surreal memes were a trend that peaked somewhere between 2018 and 2020. They often consisted of nonsensical PNG arrangements that personified random objects and had them say random things. The genre was known for its deliberate misspellings of words, like stonks. At their height, surreal meme creators commanded quite the audience thanks to prominent figures such as Zand Zoom and the legendary Bagel Boy, curators like the Surreal Bank and Surreal Stock who ethically reposted their work as well as the work of smaller niche creators. Real surreal memes, Cuboid Savior, Real Soup, Banana Boy, all of the .rar shape pages, Surreal Chonky Sore, Squid the Kid, River Pumpkin, Iconic String, and of course the elusive Clock Spider, whom I would later come to regard as a friend. There was no clear cutoff for where surreal ended and where non-surreal began. My content was apparently surreal enough to warrant my acceptance into this community, though I do believe I entered in on the tail end of the movement and already had one foot in the post-ironic era, not to flex. On July 23rd, 2020, I posted my first meme unrelated to the Mat storyline, about Beyblade. I started creating non-lore memes to supplement the primary story content. Which, in the aftermath of America's fall, consisted of the Mat Inc. company conquering other countries. Same formula. The first country assimilated into the Mat Empire is France. After that, the Mat sets his sights on Chad. When all hope seems lost, the Mat uses a TI-84 to divide Chad by 0. He would rather annihilate the object of his desire than let it be held by someone else. This wouldn't be the last time. Iceland, Greenland, Iraq, Canada, Italy.
Noodle, meatball, sauce.
One by one, every single country is conquered except Australia. And so the Battle of Australia becomes humanity's final stand against the Mat, and of course humanity loses. Mat turns off the gravity, causing Australia's inhabitants to fall off the bottom of the planet. It's a victory. But Mat sacrifices many of his troops to obtain it. Earth is now united under the Mat Empire. There's a brief period of peace in which Mat constructs the capital city of Matropolis, but he cannot resist the allure of the stars. This section of the lore is very plotty, but to keep it short, the Mat fights Elon Musk for control of the moon. Elon loses the fight and flees into deep space. Mat proceeds to colonize all of the other planets in the solar system, establishing an interplanetary empire, but it doesn't last long. In his exile, Elon Musk has teamed up with the rogue state Alabama. Together, the two have created a superweapon called the Meth Star. Elon murders the Green Ball's son, the Red Ball, after his call for peace. The Meth Star then begins moving through the solar system, blowing up planets one by one, headed straight for Earth. The Matt, panicking, decides he has to unite the Surreal Seven. We learn that before conquering Earth, Matt ran around the galaxy fighting alongside an elite team of PNGs. The Surreal Seven are the best of the best. Matt, the Green Ball, Predator, Blactus, Tetrad, Pineapple, and Static Jack. Matt plans to recruit the Seven to defend his empire, but in order to get them all, he has to make a deal with the Warden of the Void, Elysius, a sadistic space god who traps mortals in cosmic contracts and punishes them when they fail. Matt agrees to a contract that binds his fate to that of his best friend, the Green Ball. In other words, if the Green Ball dies, Matt will die as well. This will be important later. With his old team reassembled, Matt prepares to defend Earth against the Meth Star. He sacrifices one of his own soldiers, Kazus, to obtain a mysterious device, and I think that's everything? Oh yeah, we're also told that someone on Matt's crew is a traitor, but we don't know who. Which of these underdeveloped characters is it gonna be? You're welcome to check out the wiki or just scroll through All Hail the Matt for details. I glossed over some less consequential plot threads because I wanted to get to the good stuff. From here on out, the story is purely video based, so I'm gonna shut up and let you watch the
Surreal Seven.
We meet once more again, Elon.
Oof, I am.
The battle has begun, but who shall win?
Unclear. I must elevate.
Sexy boy. Sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
Sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
Sexy.
You will pay for the uncool murder of my son.
Or perhaps my son shall pay for that of you.
Ah, yes.
All hail the Matt.
Good work, my comrade.
You shan't defeat I, or would.
The Grizzly Gladius.
Hello, Matthew. I take it you expected a different sort of resolution. But your brothers are dead, and your empire is now mine. It's funny. You assumed I came to destroy, because that's what you would do. But I only mean to rule these people. 8 billion souls, Matthew, you finally realize the gravity of your pride. That of the smallest atom. You clutch the instrument of death, But we both know you won't play it. You're the hero of this story.
You might be wondering, am I going to use this topic as a jumping off point into some broader storytelling theory? And the answer is no. That's not why I made it. I made it because this little Instagram page meant a lot to me and I wanted to immortalize it on a more stable platform. So this is a bit of a swan song, and I realize it's not a normal thing to care about, but I would put in long hours finding these PNGs and keyframing them in Final Cut and downloading all of these text-to-speech voices. I had about 800 OG followers who were invested in the Matt story. They were cheering me on. I felt like I couldn't let them down. But it was my first year of college, and I was swamped with work, so I resolved to end it exactly 1 year after it began. The last 4 chapters of the story are vertical videos. Back then there was this thing called IGTV on Instagram, doesn't matter. After this poem that I included for some reason, we pick up with Matt after he has destroyed Earth and all of its inhabitants.
If it isn't the planet killer, at least you picked a boring one.
We need your help to kill the green ball.
Have you forgotten the answers? The Warden of the Void will seek recompense should our green brother fall. I will not stand in his way, Matthew. I will not die for you like so many have.
Melon, don't go with him.
I burnt the Void burgers.
To host you, Almighty Matt, is the least I could do after failing to provide adequate reinforcements on Earth. My cream child Cephalus believed in you when I did not. Should his death go unanswered?
It's Shand. Cephalus, like everyone else on Earth, was killed by the green ball. Matthew was my brother once. He isn't. If I fall, he will have Elysius to contend with. Matt is a heartless killer, but he's no fool. He'll send thousands more into the lion's den if it means escaping justice. Too little, I say, and too late.
Matt wasn't a character at first. He was just a bit for the audience to bounce off of. By the time I actually started considering his psychology, he had taken so many nonsense actions that it was just like, okay, can we really pin down the exact character motivations behind going to war because someone disrespected the pouch or wearing a human face to be on Undercover Boss? Not to mention the ridiculousness of the plot as a whole. Like, Alabama's plan does not make any sense whatsoever. So much is broken. Nonetheless, I think Matt as a character holds up in broad strokes. He has a massive ego, he craves victory at any cost, he lacks empathy. Towards the end of the story, I actually began imagining him as a human, a Macbeth-like figure who slowly comes to terms with the gravity of his evil deeds, even though he knows that redemption is an impossibility.
The Walking of the Void will seek recompense should our green brother fall.
My cream child Cephalus believed.
You're the hero of this story.
Melon, don't go with him.
We need your help to kill the green ball.
If I fall, he will have Elysius to contend with. He'll send thousands more into the lion's den if it means escaping justice.
Melon? You look like hell, mate. What happened?
I need a drink. Lord Matt, the army awaits your command. What are you doing?
I'm leaving all of this behind.
Yes, that is very wise, Lord Matt. I will come with you and together we...
You won't be coming.
What will I do?
Go back to the restaurant. Sexy Boy has the location of your friend Kazoo's.
But what of the conquest, Lord Matt?
The conquest is over. No more blood will be spilled in my name.
But without you I have no purpose. Please, Lord Matt, I will hail you with my last breath.
Leave. That is my final order. You were a good soldier, Melon.
You can manifest drinks here.
Shit is clutch.
Lil Such.
You already know. Skirt skirt.
But you overdosed. You're dead.
I will be, if I ever leave these waters. But you can't die in plane. You can't die and you can't kill.
Then what can you do?
Nothing. To avoid death is to avoid life. Hawk and Perp. We got Zens, drank, even void pools. It's the best way to spend eternity.
Nice to meet you. Big fan. Psychopath. You reduced my family to ash. Have you come to weasel your way out of fate? No. No match for my boy Kwando. Is that all you got? Get deep fried, you son of a bitch.
Seems like the walls are closing in. Try to escape, but the room starts to spin. Can't find a way out with this tunnel vision. I'm really thinking that this is the end, and that's got me thinking how much I wanna live. A sigh of relief, now my eyes wide open.
I suppose there's no point.
I really just started living. I thought I'd fall, but it was all just in my head.
What is this? Am I dead?
No. But I'm afraid your life is over.
And now you'll torture me like you promised.
If I had a heart, your screams would warm it. But my prerogative has changed. This is the closest I can offer you to immortality. Enjoy yourself, Almighty Man.
I hope you enjoyed this little this video. I know it was a weird one, but thanks for sticking around, and thanks for everybody who's been supporting me on Patreon and the other channels by which people do that. Yeah, we got some big things on the on the horizon and stuff. So I'm very excited for the next phase. Thank you all.